Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. Today we are going to be talking about, wait for it, how to make a dope video with just a GoPro. This is for some of you guys going out on Protramid this year. If you just want to make a cool GoPro video, I'm going to go through 5 tips and tricks on how to make your videos that much better. But first, I need to walk my dog. Max, go on a walk. Look at this dog. You good, bro? All right, let's go. It's been 5 minutes and Max is right there. That's my house and that's Max. Max, buddy, you're not that old. You're only 16. You can make it. Maybe. I feel like I'm more tired than that from you, boo boo. It's way too windy out there. Okay, so 5 tips and tricks on how to make 5 tips and tricks on how to make a better GoPro video. Coming up right now. The first trick is to take your GoPro. If this is a Hero 5 or Hero 6 or Hero 7, your nice new expensive GoPro, you want to take that and you're going to throw it away. Okay? Let me explain. The GoPros are pretty good. They're very versatile. You can put them in a bunch of different places, but camera on your phone is probably as good, if not better, than what you can get out of a GoPro, just in terms of depth of field and variety of your shot and stuff like that. So this is a super powerful tool to be able to make any sort of video. I incorporated it a lot in my Protramid video when I made mine. I was using this all the time. I sprinkled this in there and I had my drone, but we'll talk about that now. So number 1 is to get rid of this and use your phone. The camera on this thing is great. You won't regret it. Number 2 is to get a good mount. You really only need 1 mount. This is the only mount that I use to make Protramid. It's awesome. It squeezes, it bends, right? This buckle is very, very useful. The little ball buckle right there. You can twist it around, do all that good stuff. You really want one of these because you can get almost any shot by clamping this onto something different. In terms of Protramid, you could clamp it onto a helicopter, you could clamp it onto the railing of a ship, do whatever. You can hold it, you can use it as a little, turn it around, use it as a selfie stick. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with this. It's super cheap to make. I actually made another one. This one cost me $3.45 to make because that's how much this clamp cost, and then I had one of these left over. You just stick it on there and you're cleared hot. Same with this, except I wrapped a bike tube around this one, but I think I went over that in another video. Don't worry about that. Okay, so number 2, clamp mount. That's all you need. I think the coolest one that I did was probably when I clamped it onto the bottom of a bird scooter and had it looking up at my friends who were riding behind me. It's one of the opening shots in the video, and you can do everything it takes. Gotta get one. It's like $3. Go get it. Now, do it. What are we on? 3? Okay. 3 is to use linear mode on this. All the models after the 4 or 5, you get linear mode, which essentially gets rid of that GoPro fisheye type effect. It kind of distorts the edges, so just be ready for that. But film in linear, and this is kind of a step and a half. Film in as high resolution as you can, which on linear is 2.7K. If you want to shoot in 4K, you can only shoot wide on that. The reason that I don't shoot wide all the time is because it gets really tiring, and that kind of goes back to step number 1, which is using this. You want a good variety of shots in there when you're filming. So linear is awesome. Throw in some wide for the action shots. Throw in some medium. Your resolution is going to suffer if you go medium, but it is what it is. If you're shooting 2.7K, you can still down-res it to 1080p. I'll go through all that in a different video. But linear, again, I'd go wide or medium if you do have some action shots that you want to do that in, but that's up to you. 4 is to keep your clips short. So nothing is worse than watching a video with a bunch of long clips that aren't really synced to whatever music you've got going on, and the viewer's just like waiting for the next clip, and then they don't really make sense together. So if you keep your clips short and you keep them in time with the music, that'll be really good for your video. And since you're taking short clips, you're gonna have to take a lot of it. So this is 4 1/4, I guess, because it's not really I don't know. Okay, you're gonna want to enable one button. So right now, if I press this button one time, it'll start recording. It took a second, but see, you can't really see it. It's already recording. I'll probably include this in there. Hey, you're all my friends. I love to do that. I set it up all beforehand, and you can just press it once and start recording without having to play around with all the settings. But that's not what I was trying to get at. What I was trying to get at is take short clips and take a bunch of them. And this kind of brings us into step number 5, which is take interesting clips. That might seem like kind of a no-brainer, but when you're thinking about making your video, really go through in your brain and think about how you want to get your message across, what kind of story you want to tell. If it's about how cool Protramid is, if it's about like just Marine Week or just Surface Week, probably can't do Sub Week because you know what. So take interesting clips. My 5 tips, we'll go through them again if I can remember them. 1 is to throw away your GoPro. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Throw away your GoPro, but use your phone. Your phone is awesome. If you don't have money to buy a GoPro, use your phone. If you do have money to buy a GoPro, still use your phone because the camera quality is amazing. You can shoot in 4K, all that stuff. Number 2, get a good mount. Number 3, shoot linear, because nobody wants to see a video that's all fisheye, makes you sick, makes everybody sick. Nobody wants to watch that. Number 4, take a bunch of small clips. Doing that will keep the pace fast in the video, it'll keep your audience engaged, and it's just more fun to watch. Would recommend doing that highly. And number 5 is to take interesting shots. So think of how you could film something in a way that people would not really think of you to film it. You might look like an idiot because it is absolutely impossible to look cool while you're filming. Trust me, I've tried. And I mean, that's neither here nor there, but when they see the final video, you'll be glad you did it. I'm gonna see if I can go out onto the beach and make a B-roll sequence with just my GoPro, not my big fancy camera here, even though everybody thinks like I'm a filmmaker or something, because I've got a dead cat on my microphone. And since I told you to use your phone, I'm gonna use my phone too. We'll see what we can do. Good to go? That is it. So that was strictly with this and this camera. And so obviously going to be a little bit limited in some aspects because, you know, it's a phone and a GoPro and not a $1,500 camera. But it's pretty good. If you want to check out what one of my videos looks like when I have more of it thought out and more of it and a little bit more time to edit, then go check out Protramid. It should be the #1 in my channel, so hope you like that one. Yeah, that was about it. Hope you like it. If you really like it, go ahead and subscribe, share it to your friends, see if they want to make a cool Protramid video too. Yeah. Have a wonderful Sunday, y'all. See ya.